I'm Carl Azus with CNN 10, your daily 10 minutes of world news explained. A recent report looked at 464 different types of jobs in the U.S. It found that if you're looking to work in a secure profession, one of your best bets is in the medical field. Optometrists, podiatrists, nurses. We're going to need more of them in the years ahead. Also, blue-collar fields, wastewater treatment plant workers, building inspectors. We'll need those too. And if you're going into a STEM field in general, the harder the degree, the better the pay.
STEM, it stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. There is a school of thought there are more jobs than there are qualified people to fill them. The theory, train more Americans, reduce unemployment, and help the economy. Let's look at the class of 2012. Just 16% of undergraduates got a degree in the STEM majors. That seems small, right? The Obama administration certainly thinks so and has invested millions to increase those numbers. But is it worth it? Some say no. They say there is no skills gap, just a lack of competitive wages and training options from companies. There's no doubt STEM jobs are on the rise. The Department of Commerce predicts they'll grow nearly twice as much as other professions between 2008 and 2018, and that workers in other fields are more likely to be unemployed. So how about wages? The same report shows that STEM workers earn 26% more. In fact, the top 10 paying majors for the graduating class of 2013 were all STEM. But before you reach for that Bunsen burner, let me drop some knowledge. The Bureau of Labor says the vast majority of STEM jobs are related to computers and IT. Their mean wages are higher than the U.S. average, but not by much. And guess what? Career Builder says IT jobs are the hardest ones to fill. So what about the big bucks? The 5 highest paying STEM graduate jobs, according to Forbes, are marine engineer, petroleum engineer, nuclear engineer, technology analyst, and chemical engineer. You know, the easy ones. So as technology evolves and becomes an even bigger part of our lives, one thing is clear. No matter what job you do, STEM will be everywhere. So make sure you're ready.
See if you can ID me. I'm a food that's been consumed for hundreds of years. First by indigenous people of Mexico. I'm made from the seeds of a fruit tree. Many would say they're best when ground up and combined with milk and sugar. I'm chocolate, and my seeds come from the cacao tree.
Those seeds are used to make everything from the chocolate we eat to the cocoa we bake with to the syrups we put on our ice cream. They were used as money by the Maya, who lived in what is now Mexico. But chocolate as we know it didn't get popular until the 1850s. So, is it healthy? As part of his Living to 100 series, Dr. Sanjay Gupta looks into that. The answer? Sort of.
Everyone likes to hear that chocolate could be good for them, and the truth is that it can be, but there are a couple of caveats. First, chocolate, just because of some of the ingredients in it, tends to increase your metabolic rate a little bit. That's the number of calories you're burning just by sitting there. It is also giving you some calories, obviously, but when you take both those things in comparison, you're burning a little bit more than you're taking in, as long as you don't overdo it. So there are good chocolates and there are not so good chocolates. You've probably heard that dark chocolate's probably going to be your best bet. In addition to that metabolic effect it has, it also is rich in more antioxidants, things that will help clean up some of the dirty cells in your body. Cacao chocolate is not quite as popular, but it can have some health benefits as well. It can lower the bad levels of cholesterol, known as LDL, and it can help raise the good levels, HDL, just a little bit. You want to find about 60 to 70% cocoa in the chocolates you might be buying. So if you want to live to 100, you can eat chocolate, but just a little bit.
All right, besides getting on roll call, what would make you happy? A new phone, money, an A in this class? There's nothing about happiness in the U.S. Constitution, but there is in the Declaration of Independence that one of our certain unalienable rights is the pursuit of happiness. It seems to some extent how happy and positive we are starts with our mindset.
Happiness isn't just a pleasant thing you feel. Science proves it's much deeper than that. Feeling happy actually helps you live a longer, healthier life. But how? Well, a large part of our happiness is tied to our social connections. In fact, if you don't have at least one close friend, you're less likely to be happy. Each of us have these things called telomeres. Those are tiny caps on our DNA chromosomes that measure our cellular age. And it turns out they also measure how many friends we have. No friends equals shorter telomeres. So by simply being social, you can actually slow down your biological age, living longer and happier. Time for a pop quiz. Is this glass half empty or half full? If you said half full, you're on your way to feeling happier and healthier. A Harvard study found that optimists are 50% less likely to have heart disease, a heart attack, or a stroke. Keeping an overall optimistic attitude actually offers protection against cardiovascular disease. Science doesn't fare as well for pessimists. They not only have lower levels of happiness compared to optimists, but research shows that people with negative thoughts are 3 times as likely to develop health problems as they age. So what do you do if you're not a naturally happy person? Well, experts say the key is to act as though you're an optimist, even if you're not.